So this happened to me just the other day. We had a family member that needed to go get x-rays. And so, being the health insurance agent that I am, I looked to find out which imaging centers in my area would provide the best benefit for me, lowering the cost and allowing me to maximize my benefits with my plan. So, of course, I found one and I called them and I said, "Hey, what if I just filed with insurance?" And here's what they said: if I filed with insurance, it was going to cost $420 for those x rays. I said, okay. Well, what if I cash pay? Well, here's the interesting thing: if I pay cash, that x ray was going to cost me $160. This is an unfortunate common occurrence in the healthcare industry. Now you got to think about this. Doctor's office, even these imaging centers nowadays, when they're detached from hospitals, they're effectively small businesses. And so being a small business, you probably have heard that cash is king. Meaning, if you can have the cash going through your business as fast as possible without long cycle times, then that is what you want for an ideal cash flow. So, as being run as a small business, they have options. They can take my money right then and be paid minutes after the procedure. Actually, I think they require that we pay before the procedure. Or they can take no money at the time of the procedure and file with insurance. And then insurance is going to tie up that claim for at least 30 days, maybe 45, maybe 90 days before they finally process the claim and pay the provider. Then there may be amounts that I'm responsible for because of deductibles and benefits that exceed our cost of care that exceeds the benefit. Well, I may take my time to pay. So for a small business to tie up money 30, 45, or 60 days or longer versus have that money right then, right after the service is provided, that's why they negotiate at such deep discounts. For me, they negotiated at over a 60% discount to be able to take money now versus tie it up in the insurance process. You can find hundreds of stories like this just by Googling. There's another story where a gentleman needed to go to a dermatologist. And after seeing the dermatologist, after setting up his appointment for the dermatologist, he did the exact same thing. He said, "Well, what would it cost if I just paid you cash?" And it was going to be $161 to see the dermatologist and get the treatment that they needed. Now, this particular gentleman needed to go to the dermatologist later on in his life, same dermatologist. However, it was a different plan. And this time, he decided he'd just run it through the plan. The story doesn't explain why. But when he looked at the bill, the dermatologist, received $360 for that same visit that a few years earlier he paid $161. That's a 55% discount, meaning the dermatologist would rather have money now at a 55% discount than tie up the money in the whole insurance process. Keep in mind, these small businesses that are doctor's office and whatnot, they have back office staff that do nothing but process claims all day long. So if they can take on more cash pay payment or patients, then they need less back office staff to process all of those claims. This is a phenomenon in the healthcare industry where these small businesses are being run like small businesses, and realizing that cash is king, they will take money now versus money later. Now, why don't so many people know this? Well, it's probably because so many individuals are on high deductible plans. And on those high deductible plans, you are conditioned to actually not care what your healthcare cost is. The reason being is the insurance company will tell you, hey, you actually want to reach your deductible as fast as possible. because once you reach your deductible, we'll start paying for some of your healthcare needs. Now, it'll depend on whatever the co-insurance rate is and what that maximum limit is, known as the out-of-pocket limit. But you're going to be motivated by the insurance company to reach those numbers as fast as possible. So certainly you just want to process it through the insurance, because later on in the year, you'll start to get benefits. The thing is, if you were to cash pay for the exact same care, it's going to lower your out-of-pocket cost. But you may not be able to go to the insurance company and claim that against your deductible and your limits. This is what I talk about in the video that explains how the healthcare system is rigged against you. But you have an option to be able to change the game in your favor. Just take a look at the links below and get a copy of this video for yourself, and you decide, is it rigged against you, and can you change it in your favor? My name is Steve Stump, and what I enjoy doing is helping people navigate their health insurance needs. It's more complex of an industry than it needs to be, and consumers should be able to navigate it themselves. But the fact of the matter is, it's not that simple. So as a dedicated agent, I love helping people navigate this space. And then being that dedicated agent while they use the policy, helping them understand how their health insurance works, how it works with their health care. I hope you found this valuable. Remember, subscribe and like the channel so that you hear about more updates coming up in the future. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.